Welcome, everyone, to Louisville, Kentucky, L&N Stadium, home of the Cardinals. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And the Seminoles will kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Louisville Cardinals offense will go to work first. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time out.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So Florida State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. We'll keep a close eye on the play calling and just how diligent they are in getting the tight end involved, Jesse. It just didn't work last week.
Yeah, there's no question that this coaching staff, they know the offense basically goes as their big tight end goes. And that's why they lost their last game out. They didn't get him the ball enough. And that was a huge problem. So, David, big priority, number one for this offense in this one, get him as many touches, as many ways as you can.
Yeah, feed the big fella, the big target, the chain mover, the red zone area, but just, you don't have to be as accurate. I think that's the thing that's nice. When you're throwing to a big tight end over the middle of the field, like, he'll catch it and still get hit. It's not that big of a deal, so we got to use the big fella.
And the Noles have it with a 1st and 10.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
It's reverse. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. He'll pull it on the read. Breaks into the open. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. Complete out of the backfield.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And they give him enough for the 1st down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the 1st. We've reached the end of the 1st quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Power football with the run. Nice move to pick up yardage. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line. The Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Dropping back, it's Glenn. Steps away. To the 10. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. They want to throw it. Trying to barrel in. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Knowles!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Takes the handoff. It's Watson.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll run play action. Got a man. It's Tuggle. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. Back to pass. It's Nolan. Under fire. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Cardinals now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Running back searching for a hole. Oh, what a cut! Push down for the tackle. Coming to the line looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. Grabbed over the middle. It's Skinner. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Let's it fly. Touchdown Cardinals. Fired in from the red zone, throwing the score.
Great job of execution in the passing game. QB and his target on the exact same page. The extra point now is going to tie this thing up. And they've got some real momentum here heading in at halftime.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point splits the uprights. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Old Dominion is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by a field goal over Marshall. Just another week of football in the Sun Belt, guys, where we've come to expect the unexpected.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Looking downfield, it's Glenn. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Louisville for a fun first half than you? And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get to the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He'll get rid of it. On target to the left. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warrick.
Yeah, finding those guys on the outside with game-breaking speed that you can build your offense around, that you know you can consistently throw the football, get Doak Campbell Stadium rocking, get everybody excited about Florida State.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick completion to the right. There he goes. Touchdown, Florida State. And that one will put him up here in the second half.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the Cardinals have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Give to the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Finds his man. It's Tuggle. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. The Cardinals line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Brought down at the 32-yard line, picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. They're going to ride this running back. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. The give to the back. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They'll try to sneak it. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Noles back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a gap, it's Hawkins. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. Unleashes to the end zone. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Let's see how aggressive this defensive coordinator is with the lead and just a few minutes left. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Tight end now in motion. The give to the back. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Holding. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. To the air, it's Nolan. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end.
And they get the completion, and they get out of bounds, which is obviously important to stop the clock. But what's really important now is it's 4th down. And that made it more manageable, but obviously the clock is not as important as make.
He's got it in more than enough for a first down. There he goes. Inside, and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Cardinals!
Hey, great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
Set to kick this one away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Pocket breaking down. The sure hands, it's Hawkins. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Back to pass, it's Glenn. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 15. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. They'll move the wide receiver. They just keep firing. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hawkins. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Touchdown Seminoles! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Well, it's a great job executing by the offense to get that touchdown. I think you kick the extra point right now, make it a 7-point game with only seconds to go.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd.
14.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Pulls it in. It's Tuggle. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. And the Cardinals racing to the line in the hurry-up.
QB spikes the ball to
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Here's a heat. Chunked it away just as he was hit. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Picked off to stop the threat. And that pick will seal the game as the clock strikes 0.
pass interference. Defense.
Man, does that hurt this defense at this point in the game to get called for the PI? Absolutely brutal. Back to throw, it's Nolan. He wants a big play here late. Into the end zone, he's got it! No time left on the clock, and they're down by 1.
How about the bomb by the offense? The Hail Mary, they go deep. The defense knows it's coming. But where are they? Where is the defense? You got to stay as deep as the deepest and make sure this doesn't happen. The Hail Mary to success.
You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to 2 very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you